How's it going, everyone? Ryan here with High Rollin' Seas, and today we are taking a tour of the Casino Royale inside Quantum of the Seas. This was during the Thanksgiving sailing a couple of months ago. This is our first time on the ship. So Quantum of the Seas, the Casino Royale is on deck 3. We are starting on the aft part of the casino. And as we walk in, we see the combo pots. These are very similar to Coin Trio or some of the other pot machines you've seen in casinos. Now, some of these machines on the left, these are older machines. Some of them I'm familiar with. Most of them I'm actually not. I've actually never seen them before on ships. I do know for a fact Quantum came from another area of the world, so a lot of the machines, they needed to update a lot of the machines coming here to the Los Angeles port. Mega Diamond, that's a popular one. I've seen that a couple different times on ships. Some different combo machines on the other side, so that makes 4 machines. Never actually played those the entire cruise. And on this right side here, aft part of the casino, similar to the left side, a lot of machines that I have never seen before in casinos, especially on the ship for Royal Caribbean ships. They're good games. They're good ones to, it looks like, to just kind of pass the time. Diamonds Athens I've seen in casinos, but aside from that, I've never seen these machines before. The change machines and the coin pusher are also closer to the aft part of the casino. As we move along to the right, these are Spooky Link machines, a version of Momo Mummy. Played these throughout the cruise, got a couple good bonuses. Nothing extravagant, but still a good game to play. It's fun. Heading under the stairs, and we come to Huff and Even More Puff. Played these numerous times, and most of the time, it ain't my money like normal. Heading across to the left, there is Lucky Rolly. I think it's Lucky Rolly or Lucky Rally. And Tiki Fortune. My wife played that and got very surprised with a very nice bonus. We always love playing those types of machines. Heading along the backside here, the front and the backside of this bank of machines. These are where the slot tournament is held. Right next door to that, there's some video poker. I have played Red Hot Chili's once. These games are always busy. They are lower denominations, so I do see people playing on them quite frequently. Probably some of the same machines that are low volatility that you can sit and play for a while. This is the one bar inside the casino. Pretty good sized bar. Always busy. Be sure to be patient when you're going and getting your drinks, especially if you're a Prime member. One thing I do want to tell everyone regarding the bar area is now, even if you're a Prime, Signature, Masters, and you get free drinks in the casino, be prepared for them to actually take your C-Pass and scan it. They are required to do that now. They're not going to charge you, but they do need to log it in their system now. Right next to the bar is the casino host desk. I'd never actually met the host on this ship, which is very strange. I almost always meet the host on every ship I go on. Some video poker machines back behind the casino host desk. More Huff and Even More Puff. These stairs lead up to deck number 4 and the promenade. I love that it was decked out for Christmas already the day after Thanksgiving. Looked great. Heading past the stairs to the left, we have Dancing Drums. These are my mother-in-law's favorite. One of my favorites on the ship as well. Didn't do too well on these, but they were actually very busy on the ship most days. Heading around the corner, here to the left, we have Buffalo Ascension. These were always busy as well, probably because they were right next to this kiosk. Now, the funny thing about the kiosk on the ship is on the bigger ships, that includes the Quantum, you can actually cash out your tickets. If you're on the smaller ships, you have to go to the cashier to get your money from redeeming those tickets. Some of the table games here in the middle to the right, we'll get to those later. I loved how big this casino was, and I especially love that the table games were along the middle of the casino. Here's some Coin Trio. I never like playing these. You can buy the bonus on these. I've never seen them pay. I've been told that they do pay, but I've never seen it. Here's some Phoenix Link. These are brand new to the ship, to most Royal Caribbean ships. These were packed every single night. I got on there every once in a while and did okay on them, but they were always busy. And they're very loud next to the bar as well. These are also brand new, Huff and Puff High Rise. I got a really good bonus on this the last day of the cruise. Normally these are feast and famine, just like normal Huff and Puff, but I actually did pretty well on them. Right next door is Dancing Drums Tower. Only got to play that once. Didn't really fully understand it, but it was very busy. Right next door, another brand new popular game, Super Hot Flaming Pots. These were always busy as well. Got a couple good bonuses on these. I got to play a little while. The only downside is that you don't win anything unless you hit the bonus. The line hits are not very good at all. Right to the right, there's another game. A hen game, looks very similar to the Firecrackers. Did okay on those. The other side of Phoenix Link, there's 6 machines in total. As I said, they were very busy the entire cruise, and everybody had the volume up. You could hear them clear across the other end of the casino. This is Star Watch, another game I had never seen before, and I never got to play them, unfortunately, but they were slightly busy. To the right, we have Fuda Lion Dragon. These machines are always feast or famine. I never hit a bonus on these, and they were not busy at all the entire weekend. Right to the left, we have Jewel Reward. These were also busy. I played this once. The Wheel of Prosperity, this was not busy at all. Barely anyone played it, and I think I played it once. Didn't hit a bonus, didn't win anything on it, so it wasn't very memorable. Right next door, we have Lucky Envelope. Played these a couple times. Didn't do too well on them. Some of these older machines that I guess have been in the casino a while, I didn't really do too well on them. I did well on the newer machines, and surprisingly on Mo Mummy. This is the backside of some of those other machines, including Lucky Envelope. Right next door is Ocean Spin. I've played this a couple times. Does really well when you hit the wheel and multiple bonuses back to back. Right across from there, there's another Firecracker machine, and right next door is Regal Riches. I've played this numerous times. I've never hit anything above the original bonus. I think I hit bronze or amber once. Didn't really win anything off of it. Gin 2 Fike High. I saw 3 different hand pays on that machine. And then Rake and Bacon, I'm not a fan of it. My mother-in-law loves that machine, but I rarely play it. And every time I do, I regret it. Right across to the left, there's more combo pot machines. These are the ones from the aft part of the ship. We are heading towards the forward part of the ship now. Along the back, there's more of these older machines, Diamonds Athens. To the right of those, there's another Rake and Bacon. A Cats machine. I didn't see anyone actually play that machine. Hopefully when I'm on the Quantum the next time, hopefully soon, I can play some of these older machines and see if they truly are low volatility. Also spied a Super Times Pay there. I've seen these wheel machines before. They don't really pay unless you hit the wheel bonus, and even then, I have not seen it pay out too much. And now we're at some of the tables. This is Baccarat. Usually Baccarat's a high limit table, and it's also Midi Bac. So Midi Bac, you get to hold on to the cards. This is actually a $300 minimum. It was a holiday weekend, so everything was probably much higher because of the holiday weekend. I love playing Baccarat, but most tables on Royal Caribbean ships are way too rich for my blood. This is the Ultimate Hold'em table. There's another Ultimate Hold'em table on the other side. This was completely full the entire cruise. I could never get on this game at all. It's very popular, and the limits are actually very good, but I just could never get on this table at all the entire cruise, and it's my favorite game to play. Here's one of the blackjack tables. This is a $25 minimum. I think it was bumped up to $50 for the holiday. Most Royal Caribbean ships have the Lucky Lady side bet. I prefer Lucky Lucky myself, but Lucky Ladies, I do well on that too. This is one of their Hold'em tables. I never actually saw this really busy, which is extremely rare for a Royal Caribbean ship, but maybe I was just there at different times when it wasn't busy. This is a single deck blackjack table. Most of the tables were usually busy, but single deck wasn't as busy as I thought it was going to be, surprisingly. This is another regular shoe blackjack game. 3-card poker. This is where I was at for a good 3 hours one of the nights of the cruise. And I actually did pretty well, and I played there for quite a while. The one thing I wanted to tell everyone is look at the space between the chairs. That is a big, big thing. And a lot of times when dealers are trying to go in and out of the pit to relieve or go back to work, a lot of times they are going in between those chairs, and it gets really uncomfortable. Definitely a slight downside, especially when the casino is really busy. Right next door to 3-card, there's the craps table. This was always busy, and especially with those space in between the chairs, you can hear the craps table the entire night, no matter where you are at the tables. This is one of the roulette tables. I think this is the only one that was actually open on the ship the entire cruise. It's one of my favorite table games to play, but again, always busy, and there's usually only one table open. Another $25 blackjack, although I think it was $50 on this cruise, and there's another roulette table. I've noticed that table games on Royal Caribbean ships, they're always busy. This is the 3rd roulette table. I've never saw more than 2 roulette tables open, and half the time I think I only saw 1 table open. Another shoe blackjack game. There's quite a bit of them on the ship. This is the cashier. As you can see, very tight space, very similar to where all the chairs are. There's not a lot of space here. It got busy really quick. So for those of you that are slot players, whenever possible, I would use that kiosk. Do not go to the cashier unless you absolutely have to, because it does get busy there very quickly. Even though I like the tables having a walkway in the middle, which did relieve some of the traffic, I didn't like that they were pushed up so far against the slot machines. Here's another 3-card poker table. This was the other Ultimate Hold'em table, which was just as packed as the table on the other side. And to the right, we have Triple Double Jackpot Wild. Saw a couple hand pays hit on this. I always like playing those machines. Top dollar, I hit a good bonus on that one. The Cash Up Jackpots, I have not seen this game in quite a while. I didn't do very well on it, but it was fun to actually see this machine. The Firecracker machines, my wife and I actually did pretty well on these. They were always busy except early in the morning on sea days, if I even came into the casino then. Right next door, we have Dragon's Gold. Did not actually play these machines. Crazy Money Gold, wife and I got surprised with a really nice bonus. The Rays of Egypt I didn't actually play. Heat 'em Up we did pretty well on too. Pirate Ship, didn't play that. Beer Hans, Heidi, played her a little bit. Didn't really do too well on that machine. And then we come to my wife's favorite, Invaders from the Planet Moolah, or as she likes to call, Moo. On that game, we walked into the casino in the beginning of the night and hit a bonus. Didn't pay very well. 5 spins later, hit another bonus, and it kept re-triggering. We had over 100 games on it, so that was a grand time, and that is the best that we had ever done on that machine, ever. And we usually play that at every casino we have gone to. Behind the Moo machine, we have Spartacus, the Red Riders, and one of the Fortuna Raw machines. I only played Spartacus, did not do very well on it. This is Quad Shot, very similar to Thunder Cash, never played it. The original Huff and Puff, which I played once, didn't do well on it. These machines here, they are newer machines. I'd never seen them on Royal Caribbean ships before, but I don't remember the name. I love jackpots. These were extremely busy, and there were a lot of people doing really well on it. Don't know if they were winning very much money, but they were doing well and hooping and hollering. Spitfire multipliers, gold 7s, played those once. This is the other side of the new machines that I do not remember the name of. Another original Huff and Puff. Right next door, there's Nightlife, Heart. It's another Locket Link machine. Piggy Banking's one of my favorites. I hit a good bonus on it. Eureka Blast right next door. More Rake and Bacon machines, and then Dragon Link. I only saw one major jackpot actually hit on these machines, but I did see a couple other hand pays because there were people playing $50 or above per bet. I personally did okay on them. Wonder 4 jackpots, these were not busy at all. They're usually in every Royal Caribbean casino. Mighty Cash was a little busy. Around the back side here, there's more Rake and Bacon. Cats, Hats, and Bats. I saw someone hit a hand pay on that, which is really rare. Lucky Devil, all the Lucky Piggy machines. There's some more firecrackers here. My wife and I played that. She didn't hit a bonus and she started chasing it, so I had to tell her to stop. Then we come to Mo Mummy. So on the last night of the cruise, after our adventure with the invaders from the planet Moolah, we hit the major jackpot for almost $800 on it, and it just, everything we touched from there on out was just gold, which is probably the best we've ever done in Royal Caribbean casinos. Across from Mo Mummy, we have Lightning Link. I played these a few times, but they were surprisingly busy the entire weekend on the ship. These are my favorite games to play on the ship, and I spend quite a bit of time playing them. They usually do good with giving points as well. And Spin It Grand right next to it was also busy as well the entire cruise, which was really rare. I've never seen that before. This is a little new, what I have not seen before because I've never been on such a big ship that has slots in the hallway. So these are some Konami games. I don't remember the names of all of them. Hit a good bonus on one of them. These are the Buffalo Gold Wheels of Reward. Played these a couple times. They were not very good at all. Behind those, there's some more Wonder 4 machines. A couple of these were busy a little bit of the cruise. I didn't really see anyone win on them. These are the Buffalo Triple Powers. On the other side, there's Timberwolf Triple Power. Played these a couple of times. Didn't really hit a good bonus, and since they're pot machines, they're usually pretty volatile, so usually they're feast or famine. Another Mysteries of Raw and Little Red. These are machines I always like playing with the Colossal Reels, and then Cash Falls on the other side. Didn't really see Cash Falls be really busy, but Little Red on the other side always had someone on it. This is a new game I'd never seen before, free games, and you have to fill up the diamond pots. Didn't actually see anyone really play that or win anything. And then on the other side, there are the cash respins. I saw someone hit a triple pop on that one, and it didn't really pay that well. And then we have the Huff and More Puff Power 4. Somebody hit a jackpot on that. I don't remember how much it was, but I did see a machine locked out for a hand pay. And that is the Quantum of the Seas Casino Royale Tour. Thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our page, as well as on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at High Rolling Seas. And we will see you on the ship.